You're going to be at the Regal Theatre in Minehead. You're going to be coming to the Macmillan. You're coming to Midsummer Norton, obviously Bridgewater. Now, as far as yourself goes, I remember first seeing you in Panto. You are a dab hand. You're a past master at the Panto, aren't you?
I love me Pantos, lover. Yeah, I've, I did 7 years running in Bristol.
Yeah, the Hippodrome, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I did 2 years running in Plymouth. This year, I'm in Dartford because Steve McFadden wanted me to be with him again. So I'm in Dartford. Brian Connolly's in Plymouth, which is great. And I believe Shane Ritchie's in Bristol.
In Bristol, yeah, he is, yeah.
So that'll be fantastic as well. So, yeah, I love me pantomime. It's the only show you can go to where little kids, teenagers, adults, grands and granddads all sit in the same room, watch the same show, laugh at the same time, maybe at different things, Andy, There might be a trick for the kids and a bit of an innuendo for the mums and dads. But it just suits me because it's silly. And working in the West Country for pantomime for me was great because everyone understands what I'm on about. I'm going to have to dumb it down a little bit in Dartford this year, I think.
I say, you're going to have to really hone that Wolford accent, aren't you, from EastEnders?
You can take the bye out of the West Country, but you can't take the West Country out of the bye. They knows what they're getting.
I mean, you did go down a storm at the Bristol Hippodrome for the years that you ran there because you're, a local boy. We know what we're getting. I mean, you worked with some big names, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, massive names. I mean, one of my greatest heroes, Barbara Windsor, Dame Barbara. Well, I was part of her contract. She just left EastEnders and they wanted her to do Panto in Bristol. She said 2 clauses, main clauses in the contract. 1, a brand new set, sparkling new set. And 2, Andy Ford is my comedian. But I also had a great relationship with Henry Winkler. Some of your listeners might remember the Fonz. Happy Day. Yeah. David Hasselhoff, Baywatch, Warwick Davis, Louis Spence. Flipping loads of them. And they're all great to work with. And the joy is, because I've got a reputation now, they trust me. Like Steve McFadden, a couple of years back when we were going down in Plymouth, I said, I got some ideas for comedy. And he said, whatever you want me to do, I'll do. You can't ask for more than that, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, how did you end up in the Panto scene? Was it comedy, stand-up, and then Panto, or a bit of both all the way?
Well, I'd been doing me stand-up and in holiday camps and all that sort of thing. And then I managed to get onto a touring pantomime from an agent in Bristol area, actually. So I did these touring pantos, and I loved them. They were great fun. We had to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, load the coach, set all the gear up, do the show, de-rig it, go back, 3 hours in a travel lodge, up the next morning, off again. And one of the guys that was on the tour with me, a guy called Viv Danning, very funny man, and what about this for a connection? He is now in the Adge Cutler show with me. All those years ago, we worked together, and he's actually learnt the sousaphone. He's learnt the sousaphone just so he can do the part in the Adge stuff and comedy. He's a great impressionist.
All these loose ends have sort of tied up now, haven't they? They're all coming back full circle.
I wanted to do this show with people I love and trust because I always got the feeling, listening to Adge and the Wurzels, that's what they had. And I think, the atmosphere of our show is as important as what we do. So I wanted people come in, have a lovely time, see a load of friends on stage, having a ball, singing all the West Country songs, being proud of where we come from and having a good laugh. That is the essence of what I want this show to be, Andy.
And what are you going to do afterwards?
Well, I love to keep working. This is the first... Not tryout, that's the wrong word because I did the musical in Bristol, but it's the first time we've taken this show on the road. So my plan is hopefully to take it out again next spring and then possibly tour some of the holiday venues with it in the summer alongside my stand-up shows. But I'm also writing. I had a long meeting a couple of days ago about the material for the pantomime I'm doing this year. So I love my comedy writing. I love my stand-up shows. I love doing the theatre shows like this, the Adge Cutler thing. So I just like keeping busy. So far I've managed to pay for my life for 50 years doing what I love. So that ain't bad, boy, is it?
It's blooming brilliant is what it is. Do you have a highlight though over 50 years? Is it maybe an event or a gig or a person we've worked alongside, or are they just too many to mention?
Oh, well, there's loads. I mean, with Barbara, obviously, that was a big thing. But I also done the Royal Variety Show. I mean, I met the Queen. and Prince Philip. The first major big show I did was the Des O'Connor Tonight Show. And I'll tell you the lineup. I actually kept the credits that they wrote at the end of the show. So it was Des O'Connor Tonight, starring Des O'Connor with special guests Glenda Jackson, Cliff Richard, Ben Elton, Shania Twain, and Andy Ford. That's not a bad lineup, is it?
That's brilliant. And what happened to the other four? Where have they gone on to do?
God knows. I think they're playing down in Tiverton or something. I'm not sure. Yes, listen, the thing is, I love what I do, and I love putting this show together, and we're going to have a great time. If you ain't got tickets yet, get your tickets. Come and see me in Somerset. We're going to raise the roof, tell the story. We might even shed a tear or two for our wonderful Adge Cutler, but we'll toast his memory, and we'll have a great night together.
Brilliant. Well, give us the final plugs then. You've got Minehead, Midsummer Norton, and the Bridgewater Macmillan.
Yeah, we start off in Bristol at Chip and Sudbury, then we go to Midsummer Norton on the 14th. On the 20th, we're in Minehead. 22nd, we're at the Redgrave Theatre in Bristol. Then the 26th, we are at the Macmillan Theatre, 26th September in Bridgewater. 27th, I'm taking it to my hometown of Exeter at the Barnfield Theatre on the 27th. And listen to this, on the last night of the tour, we're at Pill near Portishead.
Yeah, I know.
Where Adge grew up.
Where you grew
Pill
up.
Memorial Club. That's where we're going to end it. So yeah, I just can't wait to get started.
That's going to be a moving, especially Pill, isn't it? Where he grew up. That's going to be a moving old night, isn't it?
Well, I would think so. And by then, we should know what we've been doing as well.
Well, look, Andy Ford, it's been an absolute pleasure. You are a West Country hero. Thank you so much for coming on the afternoon show.
Lover, thank you for inviting me, and I'll see you all soon, mind.
If you want to know a bit more about those shows, go to andyfordcomedian.com, and this Friday he's at Chipping Sodbury. He's then doing Midsummer Norton this Saturday, the Regal Theatre in Minehead, Friday the 20th. And then he's doing the Macmillan in Bridgewater on Thursday the 26th. He's doing loads of other gigs across the southwest. Don't Tell I, Telly, starring Andy Ford. But yeah, andyfordcomedian.com is where to